Oh yes, the laws of the universe that laugh behind our backs. These are the cheeky, gritty, sometimes annoyingly true laws that explain how life seems to work or fall apart when you least expect it. Not official laws like Newton or gravity, but more like the unwritten street rules of reality. Let's dig in and then break them down with examples you'll definitely recognize from real life. 1. Murphy's Law. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Example: you're running late and every traffic light turns red. You spill coffee on your white shirt. Your printer runs out of ink right before printing that important doc. Real-world use. Engineers plan for failure by building redundancies. Airlines run backups for backups. Hospitals double-check everything because Murphy's always lurking with a grin. 2. Parkinsons-law. Work expands to fill the time available for its completion. Example: got a week to write that paper? You start the night before it's due and somehow take the entire week mentally stressing. Real-world use. Smart companies set tight deadlines to boost productivity. Pomodoro timers, 25-minute sprints, are built on this principle. 3. The Peter Principle. People rise to their level of incompetence. Example: Bob was a great coder, so they promoted him to team lead. Now Bob's managing people he can't handle, and nobody's happy. Real-world use. Leadership development programs aim to prepare employees before they're promoted into chaos. Or companies build career ladders that don't require managing people just to move up. 4. Hofstadters-law. It always takes longer than you expect, even when you take into account Hofstadters-law. Example: renovating your kitchen. You think 3 weeks. It takes 3 months, with extra costs. And a broken dishwasher. You planned for delays, and it still wasn't enough. Real-world use. Project managers add buffer time to every estimate. That's why they say, under-promise and over-deliver. 5. Finagle's Law. Anything that can go wrong will, at the worst possible moment. Example: your mic dies during a live Zoom interview, or your Wi-Fi drops while submitting a timed test. The universe doesn't just trip you, it times it like a punchline. Real-world use. Disaster recovery plans exist because chaos loves drama. Cloud backups, spare devices, extra batteries. All finagle-proofing tools. 6. Hanlon's razor. Never attribute to malice that which can be adequately explained by stupidity or ignorance. Example: coworker didn't reply to your email? They're probably overwhelmed or forgot, not plotting your demise. Real-world use. In conflict resolution, this keeps things human. Assumes good intent until proven otherwise. Therapists, teachers, and managers use this daily. 7. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is usually the right one. Example: you hear scratching in the attic? Probably mice, not demons or alien bugs. Real-world use. Doctors use this when diagnosing patients. Tech support too. Have you tried turning it off and on again? 8. Law of unintended consequences. Actions of people and governments always have effects that are unanticipated or unintended. Example: introduce wolves to Yellowstone to fix one issue. You get a chain reaction that reshapes the whole ecosystem. Real-world use. Urban planning, economics, and environmental policy constantly battle this one. That's why every change needs risk analysis. 9. Amara's Law. We tend to overestimate the effect of a technology in the short run and underestimate it in the long run. Example: remember when we thought the internet was just for email and cat memes? Now it's your bank, your job, your dating life, your entire memory. Real-world use. Investors and futurists use this to temper hype. AI, crypto, VR, they all ride the Amara roller coaster. 10th Dilbert Principle. The most ineffective workers are systematically moved to the place where they can do the least damage. Management. Example: you've seen this, or worse. You've worked under this. Real-world use? Satire? Yes. But also a cautionary tale about promoting based on tenure, not talent. Final thoughts. These laws aren't just for eye rolls or internet quotes. They're psychological shortcuts, project planning reminders, and sometimes brutal truth-tellers. The universe doesn't always play fair, but it sure loves patterns. And if you know the rules of the game, even the unofficial ones, you stand a better chance of winning.